God has been faithful.
He has been. He has been. You eventually became my Nook's president.
Yeah.
The Wonder Madilo.
Years after.
The Wonder
So
Madilo.
if I have any news for them, study hard. The way to the top is not only defined by how good, which home you came from,
Right.
self-determination. You try and weather the storm.
Let's talk to Abraham Mensah.
All right.
He's our Western Regional correspondent. Good morning, Abraham.
Good morning.
And how you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Let's talk about BC in your region. What's happening?
So I'm currently at the Ahantaman Senior High School. Here in the Western region, we're expecting to have 45,116 candidates sitting for the BEC this year. The female population is a little bit above 1,000 more than the male population. Generally, I've been engaging some students, some of the candidates. I could see on their faces how tense they are. But for a majority of them, they are, hopeful. They're optimistic they're going to excel in this BEC. I have with me one of the teachers for the participating schools at the Hunterman Senior High School. And generally, the concern from teachers has been the issue of exam malpractices. Not just on the part of the teachers, but from invigilators, whom they think normally entertain these kind of practices at the examination centers. If you would allow me, I would just join Mr. Justice Odro Boateng on this conversation.
Right.
So, Justice, what have you been saying, particularly with invigilation of this BC here in the Western region?
Okay, last year we experienced a lot of examination strategy. By the end of the results of the BET, I think most of the candidates had equal or the same grade, which, we realized that it was an examination malpractice. And we are happy that it came that we have to rule out this examination malpractice, all because teachers are doing their best, trying to teach the children to become critical thinkers and problem solvers in the entire society at home and the entire world. So we really appreciate the initiative about the examination malpractice ruling out. Yeah.
What have you been telling your candidates for this exam?
Okay, I've told them they should focus on the question. They should read instructions. Because we have done numerous mock exams, about 5 or 4. So with the first, attempt, they might feel a bit tense, but as gradually they do the first exam or the first, they are doing English this morning. Right after they are done with it and they are able to answer successfully, they will gather courage to write the exam. So we told them, or the entire teachers have told them they should focus on the questions that they are asking. Sometimes the mock exams are very difficult than the BET. But if you fall on the APO or something like that, you are going to fail. So we have told them they should focus on the questions, read instructions and follow.
Thank you. Interestingly, just last week, Friday, there was a conference with stakeholders, district directors of education, and the regional education directors. And what came to light was the fact that over 40% of examination malpractices were reported here in the Western and Western North region. It's actually ranked first in terms of this whole malpractice across the country relative to the number of candidates that were filled for the BEC exam. So there is that conscious effort by stakeholders, particularly the GES, to ensure that this time round they're going to reduce or possibly, a zero incidence with this examination here across the Western region.
Let's talk about the attendance. Do we have people who couldn't turn up for the BEC? Ms. Mensah, do you know?
So currently, where I am, there is a parade. They are directing the students to their various examination rooms. They are yet to take a roll, and hopefully with time, when I take a tour across the examination centers, I will then be able to tell how many students haven't turned up yet. But when you look at the numbers, and in my prior engagement with the teachers here, they were all pleased with the attendance of their students from the various communities. These are communities from peri-urban areas here in Sekeli, Takrade, as far as in Saban, Pancha, and all that. So you can see that there is that conscious effort. If I should say, some schools even mobilized buses, organized taxis. Some even came on motorbike because they were late. But generally, it's been satisfactory.
Mr. Mensah, I thank you very much for your time. Ibrahim Mensah is our correspondent in the Western region. And let's go now to the Volta region where my brother Faisal is standing by. Novi, Indi? Afon? Now, talk to me. What's happening in the Volta region regarding the BECE?
Well, all is set for the 2026 basic education certificate examination. This morning, the secretary ready. I was at the Okoji campus where a good number of schools to be writing exams. The people have already arrived, the teachers guiding them as to do in this very final stage before they enter the examination hall. Just a while ago, I was at the Maryland School campus where several other schools will be sitting for the examination. I am moving to the Malpo SHS where a good number of schools are also expected. Right now, within the whole municipality, 3,000 candidates have seated. That is a total 3,232 candidates. Out of which 1,541 boys and then 1,691 are girls. The schools in total for the whole municipality are 130 and writing across 11 examination centers. There is 76% of public schools out of this number and just 24% of private schools here in the municipality that will be taking part in the examination journey.
I know that the Volta region has a lot of great potential. Wanda Madilo, who hails from the Volta region, speaks for the NDC, former NUCS president, and a man of many parts, has just told us what he had to go through before he wrote his exam in 1996. For example, tell me how the preparedness went in terms of getting the students ready for the exam. What do you know?
Well, for the last few days to this morning, teachers have had to intensify and ensure that they give a final touch to what they expect would be the examination questions for the candidates. And across the region, we have had teachers organizing extra classes. We have had teachers engaging in weekend classes to ensure that the candidates are fully prepared. GES, on the other hand, has been telling us that as far as examination materials and getting the centers ready is concerned, they are up to task, and exactly what we are seeing this morning, Johnny.
Now, before I let you go, again, the morale in the communities, what do you know about it? What can you say?
Well, the parents are optimistic that the awards will come out with flying colors and get the best schools in the region and beyond. I spoke to some of the candidates earlier who are telling me that they feel nervous because this is their first time leaving the comfort of their classrooms, having to write an external exam, so to speak. And so they feel very nervous, but they remain hopeful that today being the first day, between now and the very final day of the examination, they would have been used to the environment and the new narrative around them. And so they look forward to having a good time here at the examination halls and be sure that, and very optimistic that they will definitely make it to the top.
Thank you, Faisal. I'm grateful for your time.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. That's our Volta regional correspondent, Faisal. And
yeah, you see.
107.1 FM in Tamale. My beloved Dagbanites are listening to us, and also we're live on 3FM 92.7 across the world on 3news.com, also on Facebook, and live on 3FM 92.7. Now, the Bank of Ghana is supposed to have lost some operational loss of 19.6 billion Ghana cedis. Wanda Malunu is my guest. He is a member of the NDC's National Communications team. Wanda, good morning. Thank you for your time.
Yes, a very good morning to
you have to pull the microphone down so you can speak into it. Fantastic.
Yeah, a very good morning to all your viewers and listeners. It's been very difficult moments for some time now because of the Israel-American Iran invasion and all that. And don't forget this: the almighty Ukraine
Russia war
is not ended, and yet we have seen an escalation to a different degree, where a whole channel where the world feeds and the world relies on energy was closed, which is the Strait of Hormuz. You would have thought that these developments would have thrown our economy off gear, like it did in the past when we were told that Ukraine and Russia and COVID were the only reason for which we slumped. But as resilient as the economy is, we have seen some good stability. And we are seeing that same result in what is happening with the Bank of Ghana issues. The Bank of Ghana has not lost their mandate to do what they are supposed to do based on the Act.
Right.
It is not a profit-making institution. It was not set out to declare profit as all the other commercial banks do.
Right.
Their main job is to monitor monetary policy, ensure inflation is at a very good minimal, ensure that there is good reserve for the country, ensure that there is buffer, and then manage the monetary policy environment of the country vis-a-vis the sustenance of the banks and the financial institutions that we have in Ghana. And I think they've done a very brilliant job despite the losses. If you recall the figures and the area in which we were, for instance, prior to coming into office, we were already about 3.1% fiscal deficit. And that only means that we were spending more than we have, about 36 billion. That 36 billion in today's currency actually shrouds or takes out all that we want to collect at the IMF. The IMF had projected that we're going to be growing at some 4 or 5%. Today we are doing 6%, far above what the IMF projection is as we exit the IMF program. In fact, Ghana has become a beacon of light in terms of economic management. In the last 2 years, not 2 years, in the last 1.5 years almost, we have done a very brilliant job. And I'm very confident in what the Bank of Ghana has done. And people are just looking at the figures and talking and shouting and screaming and all that. I would love the Bank of Ghana to be in the current situation in which they are, and the economy is stable. I am not running inflation at an all-time high, 54%. Some time ago, we had inflation going all the way that much. You remember Professor Hankins, Steve Hankins, is that the name?
Yeah.
From the U.S., who consistently writes, consistently tell us that our inflation was higher than what the people were declaring. And we've seen the spiral effect on the economy in terms of people who go to the market. You buy stuff today, go back in the evening, and the price has changed. And all we are told is COVID, all we are told is Ukraine and Russia war. So, yes, brilliantly delivered, and I am very excited. We'll go into the figures, but on the whole, brilliant performance for me.
Before we get into the Bank of Ghana conversations, Dama Mine, now with engineers and planners,
Yes.
They've sold their first set of gold to the gold board and the Bank of Ghana, if you will. How does that sound to you?
For me, it's a step in the right direction. It's one of the brilliant things to do. If all the mining giants in this country, Newmont, gold resources, Azuma resources,
gold,
if all the mining conglomerates, Anglo Gold Ashanti, and all of them are willing to do business with us, sell their gold to us, I think we would have shown up our reserve better than it is. But you see, unfortunately, many of them would have to do their own assaying and taking abroad, and that has not paid much. So this is a step in the right direction. This is also one of the reasons why we should encourage Ghanaian moguls, Ghanaian conglomerates, Ghanaian business enterprises to go into our mining sectors and our cocoa sectors. Do you know that the challenge we had, even with the cocoa recently, is all because we have merchants who are not naturally Ghanaians. They are not Ghana-owned.
But Cote d'Ivoire is bringing their cocoa here.
Yeah, but that's smoggling. That's actually smuggling. And to be honest with you, the Cote d'Ivoire cocoa has a lower grade in terms of international pricing than Ghana. And we are.
Oh, but that was not what we were told.
No, when you say
we're told that Cote d'Ivoire they are paying better.
No, that's not true. The truth came out, and the Cote d'Ivoire. Why would they even bring it here, even with our low price supposedly?
But you
would choose the right platform. That's the response to Udieka now. Choose the right platform. We had a former vice president go to a convention, a church convention, and decided to do politics with the church. Oh, Mahama Udieka. I said, don't get here, Udieka. Cocoa for us, Udieka.
But don't you owe?
How? How do we owe? Who doesn't owe anyway? But how did we become?
But you promised a reset, Wanda Madilo.
Yeah, the reset we promise is not freebies. The reset we promise is not to kill the economy. The reset we promise is to have a more resilient economy where people are able to go about their business, where people are able to make ends meet, where people are able to employ, where jobs are created, where roads are fixed, where infrastructure is put on the right pedestal, where we are not borrowing, we are not crawling to the IMF, where we are self-sustaining ourselves, where there's dignity to living, and where there's no corruption. Those are the things we promise. Unfortunately, some people, political appendages of the opposition only see that as, whatever they see it. But indeed, we promise a reset of this country, and it's for all facets: education, health, economy, social life, and infrastructure. Those are the things we promised, in the name of resets. How not to do the old things and get the old results that we had. How not to crash this economy. How to have a better and living conditions. How workers can be paid well. How that we can be proud that you came from Ghana. Many years ago, people were running out of this country just to make a living outside.
But people are still traveling out of the country.
Traveling people will travel, but also whether they are coming back or it's just because the life is hard here and they are relocating for greener pastures. It's an entirely difficult.
But you promised the people 133, 24-hour economy. When are you starting that?
So 24-hour economy, again, is a broader conversation. One part of it is that government puts in the systems. We all know government doesn't employ largely like the private sector would do. So government put in the system. And what are the systems? For any business to thrive, you need utilities, you need water, you need electricity, you need roads, you need security.
But your electricity is going off.
No, it's better now. Unfortunately for us, for electricity, what happened was that government had planned maintenance of our power lines. We all know that the power line, not that we all know, I'm telling you that the power lines from the Volta region all the way to the north are carrying loads heavier than the cables that were there. Government had planned to change all of that. Number two, we were doing transformer upgrade and installations. Government was doing all that. Then suddenly, Gridco caught fire, and then VRA has to shut down their plant. And VRA, the capacity of the plant is 100. He's so excited because
why is Kamal laughing at you?
Kamal had light over the weekend.
Did he tell you that?
The way he's smiling, his shirt is ironed, he's looking good.
Why he's wearing a smock? We don't iron this one. Kamal, do we iron this? That one people do we iron this?
No, he didn't iron the down too. It's in a try. Is that also not iron? So Kamal is happy and excited that things are turning around. So, but on the more serious note, is to develop the key infrastructure.
Keep the lights
necessary for takeoff. The lights are on. The lights are on. We all witnessed in the last 2 weeks what happened. It was a flip, but it was also a disaster, which has been rectified. Nobody knew that Gridco would go off. You know that our generation capacity, about 62% is thermal plants, and about only 33% is now hydro. And the main three hydro we have is Bui Power, which is due only about 340 megawatts. Megawatt. Then Akosombo is doing only about 1,010 megawatts. Then you have the other one, the one at
10 fields.
No, the Bone.
Yes.
The Pone also belongs to VRA. Also, that's only about 100 and something, megawatts. But we had to shut down the whole of VRA, which is 1,000. But the 1,000 actually only 900 is produced, and after the 900, we have something called there's an 18% reserve.
Right.
You don't pull your power plants to the extreme. And so that's what happened. So far, 2 turbines have gone on. Right. It's left with 3 to go, if I'm not. There are 5, I think. So 3 more to go.
4 went on. Yeah. So it's left with 2.
Yes, to go now. So we're on a good course. No cause for alarm. It won't be like what the MPP left behind. It won't be like the mess we saw with the MPP. It won't be like,
But you promised a reset.
And I have just told you that the reset begins from a point. It's a process. It's a project we are on. We have a 4-year mandate, and we intend to deliver when the 4-year is gone.
Kamaldeen Abdullahi, good morning to you. He's a Deputy Director of Communications for the NPP. Dasaba.
He's a former ambassador.
Kaola.
Yambiola.
Alafime.
He's a former ambassador, please.
Yes. His Excellency Kamaldeen Abdullahi.
Yes.
Once again, good morning to you. Good morning to your listeners, and good morning to Wanda Madilo. Where have they kept you still?
Hey, Kamaldeen.
The Formula 133 hasn't still gotten to you.
Was that what they promised?
No, I'm asking. I mean, of course, the jobs were supposed to be.
No, it's not job for boys. It's not
so that every single person will be sorted. Even you who promised is not sorted.
If I am qualified,
that's very interesting.
Don't worry, no.
Even you who promised 133 is sitting down with that job.
No, but
I'm surprised.
We all get job in government to know that 133 is working.
You told Ghanaians that Formula 133, one job, 3 shifts, and you are sitting here who promised you don't even have a job.
Come on,
it's a matter of concern.
I don't have a job. That would be a distortion.
I'm surprised, honestly.
Of the fact.
No, but that
that's a distortion.
you may have created something for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm
that
fine.
Which you were on. Yes. But your anticipation was that you don't promise jobs.
How do you know my anticipation without
others? They don't give you. You are not even benefit from 133. Anyway, let me go on.
The man is not complaining. Why are you complaining?
Who said he's not complaining? He's my good friend. Why? The man cannot complain on air. I'll complain on his behalf for him. I mean, they should listen. I mean, Wanda has done a great job. He's helped propagated Formula 133 a lot, but he's been left there. People who did not even do it and have come abroad with their certificates, with their whatever, and their CVs are not even up to his CV, but yet they have been sorted.
Yeah.
Just because he's not a Gonja man. The man is
what? Is the government being run on Gonja lines?
The
man doesn't care. He's from Denu. He's very far away from the corridors of power, so they will not even listen to him. Anyway, but that's just by the way.
The government said they are keeping the power on. Yeah, what do you say to that?
But that is a lie. It's a palpable lie. You see, we live it, we experience it, and that's a fact. If they say they are on track, working to keep the lights on, I will agree. But the truth is that lights still go off. And you see, in the words of my brother Juniper, when they were in opposition, he defined what Dumso was. He said Dumso was just lights goes off and comes on. He defined it. I did not define it. He's on video. And last week when I was here, when you interviewed me,
Dr. Nini Aiku.
He said, what was Dumso? And I also sat here and defined Dumso to him. And said, if my lights is not on, it goes on and off, is Dumso. And the question is, are we experiencing it as Ghanaians? As we sit, even though they claim some turbines are now on and whatever is on, it is still happening.
Oh, but four turbines are on.
Yeah, but it's still happening. So with that, one would have expected if 4 turbines were on, leaving 2 or leaving 1 or whatever it is, at least there should have been some solution to it. But you see,
all of them were.
When I keep on saying this, I keep on saying it. If your man has traveled or is not around, and you claim she's around, when it's time for lunch,
you will feel it,
you feel it. You will. That's the point. But anyway, the question is whether or not the lies are on. The lies, Ghanaians will bear me witness. They're listening to me. Ghanaians are listening to us. This is not something we can do politics with.
Yeah.
I've always said this. When the lies is going off, it doesn't know that Kamal lives here or Wanda lives here or who doesn't live here. Right. What is important to keep our lives on. And in the time past, you told us that changing transformers were not supposed to be excuses. Today, changing transformers are supposed to be excuses.
But President Akufo-Addo said the same thing.
Why? That what?
That they are changing some transformers and...
Oh yeah, we were proud to say it because we procured the transformers. Ask them if they have bought a single transformer, NDC.
Oh. They
have not. I am saying it's on radio. Look, my credibility is at stake.
Yes, I know.
They have not procured a single transformer.
So the transformers were procured by you?
By MPP. Those are the transformers
the ones that are being swapped now.
All those. I am saying it. Check it. You are a journalist. Check it right now and call them to prove it wrong.
People have not bought transformers.
They have not even one transformer.
You have come to tell us that you bought transformers.
The transformers that were sitting there that we procured, okay, and started work on it. That is what they have now used to say. They let them hide under it and then now give that to excuse to Ghanaians. Come on, can you imagine how scam how they appear?
You are saying that the NDC didn't buy
call ECG right now. You can call their procurement. Whether ECG has bought since NDC came, they bought one transformer.
I see.
One.
So you bought the transformers?
Yes.
Nanado bought them.
Nanado bought the transformers. Napo and Co started to work on it. Then these people came now. They want to now say, "Oh, we are changing obsolete. You have done nothing." Really? You have not even bought any transformer. So you see, I can tell you who they are. They are scammers in government. They're scammers in government. I'm telling you. This government is a scam.
Wonder.
I am repeating it. This government is a scam.
You have your day.
You don't even have a single transformer procured by you. First, when you came, you told us that some containers were missing. You, the same person, now came to say again that these containers were found. You, the same person who said it was missing.
But the person who cried wolf is Jonathan for your party.
I know. I'm saying that who said it? My brother, the energy minister, indicated the transformers were missing. Containers were missing. Only to come back again and say that no cause for alarm, no container was missing. Unknown to them, those containers sitting at the port where the transformers we procured and other stuff we procured to better the ECG operations, which they are using now.
Give Wanda an opportunity to respond. Then we'll get to the Bank of Ghana. Wanda, did you procure any transformers?
First and foremost,
yes, sir.
It is palpable lie when the MPP goes on this tangent. They left a debt of 68 billion. The question is simple. Did you procure transformers? You say, don't do this. Let's have a big conversation. I'm giving the
simple question. Did you procure transformers? Simple.
What
from this 68 billion, whatever?
Allow him to answer.
Oh my God.
That a container is on our soil. Okay? I ask you, give me containers. Give me transformers. You bring me the transformers. I haven't paid. Is it my property? Is your property? Or is your property? Is it yours?
I don't understand.
I ask you, you sell transformers. I say, I want to buy transformers. Then you send me the transformers.
Right.
It's sitting at the port. I haven't paid for it.
Right.
Are they mine legally or not?
No.
They're not mine.
Offer acceptance
Did you pay for them?
That's not true.
You didn't pay for them.
You are two law students, so
that's not true. I will let him understand.
You didn't pay for all of this.
No.
Number two.
He has not done his commercial law properly.
Number two.
I'm not sure.
That is why.
If he has not done his commercial law properly.
The reason you didn't have it is because the people said until you pay, you're not getting it. They could have even taken it back. What are you talking about? Offer and acceptance, and you want to tell me about what? What was your offering? What was your consideration for what they have brought to you? You haven't. You did none of those. A new government comes in, clear the debts, takes the containers and says, "Oh, I bought it." Now, is it not even embarrassing that you have been in government for 8 years and you only found it expedient to buy transformers, perhaps in your last year or in your last month in office? Under what procurement arrangement?
That was not
What
the
is the
arrangement
logic?
because I remember when Anado said it was in, I think 2022 or thereabout.
So you mean the containers have been lying at the port from 2022 to 2024?
No.
Okay, let's go there.
Let's
I just want to understand what it means. Because you have been in government for 8 years. It is the mark of irresponsibility of the highest order that for 8 years you have been in government, you bought transformers, could not install them.
But you were in IMF. Hold on. Your economy was cash strapped. You understand? You understand?
No, he knows.
Don't
you? Then you know what? You know the saddest part.
No.
In 2024, Ghanaians were complaining about light-offs. To the point when the then energy minister told us that if we want a timetable, we should go and develop one ourselves. True or false? Now, you sat in government for 8 years because of irresponsibility. And this is a government that told us when they came to power that, there was excess capacity. We didn't even need the capacity we're having. And we all know.
But that is what you told us before you left power.
Yeah, of course there was excess capacity. But listen to this.
So why is it different when they are saying it?
So listen to this. Our electricity consumption every year increases by 8%.
Right.
This is owing to rural electrification. This is owing to industry. This is owing to growth of, residential, people needing it. So every year we do 8%. You have been in government for 8 years. 8 years times 8 is 64. In other words, we need a 64% across board in terms of additional generation capacity.
Right.
In order that we don't have this problem. Ask me while in government. Apart from bridge wave or bridge whatever power, which is also a thermal plant, which other did they add for the 8 years in government?
Okay.
Tell me 1 megawatt of power that was produced in government. Under our tenure, we even had solar. That's how much what we what do you call that? We piloted solar in Navrungu, and he knows that very well. He comes from the north. You know that very well. You should tell me what they have added for the 8 years. And for 8 years, you did nothing, sat down, then you tell me that you procured, is it not embarrassing that you procured transformers, which were meant for the people?
But so
you never installed it.
But so admit
2 years after.
I admit that they went to bring it.
But what is it? Who cannot buy? Even my 6-year-old child can order things online from Amazon.
Come on. Can your 6-year-old child enter into a contract?
He may not be able to enter into a contract, but contract for necessaries is fine. He can actually do that. He can actually buy that. Please, let nobody deceive us that you ordered transformers or suddenly our electricity challenges have been fixed. Why didn't you fix them? You bought how many? Why didn't you fix it?
Give credit.
The only credit is that somebody made a phone call because he's going to make some gig out of it and ordered something.
Who made the phone call?
Of course, I don't know. You should tell me how that.
But you happened. Are the one alleging. You must prove.
If you needed it, why didn't you install it?
Okay. Wonder Madilo.
No, if you need
What has he said? Has he answered your question?
Making an order is not equal to purchase.
Be
Please.
a very fair moderator. Has he answered the simple question you asked him?
Whether
they have procured transformers when they
did you procure? You didn't procure. What did you pay for?
You see, sometimes when you do this.
Come on.
Yes, my dear.
Slow down.
I'm listening to
when
you.
You say I'm not a fair moderator, you are not being fair to me.
Okay.
Last week you gave me 2 plots.
He's not looking for documents.
During recent temporary challenges with the electricity supply across the country. Over the period, the issues surrounding maintenance of transformers and gas supply I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all Ghanaians for their patience and understanding during recent temporary challenges with the electricity supply across the country. Over the period, the issues surrounding maintenance of transformers and gas supply have been successfully resolved, resulting in a sufficient improvement in power supply.
Come on.
Yeah.
So this was in 2024 actually. But it begs a question. Did you pay for the transformers before we move to the Bank of Ghana conversation?
He doesn't really know what he's talking about. I'm telling you, he didn't even know that until I raised that they didn't buy a single transformer. Then he went on his phone to text and they only told him that he should say they are good.
He texted who?
I haven't touched my phone.
I am saying that's not true. We can call for the financial records of ECG. It was under Dubik Mahama that those transformers were procured.
Dubik. When did
Okay.
Dubik resign?
It was.
When did Dubik
Dubik
resign?
resigned before.
No,
before
the order was
Mayday.
made, with all respect. The order was made before he came in, and the payments were actually triggered by him. So find out. And I'm sitting here and I'm telling you that these people never bought a single transformer. And yet they want to use it as an excuse. He asked a question whether we have added some megawatts.
Yes.
Between 2017 and 2024, the new generation capacity that we added was 1,648 megawatts.
Good.
It's here. No, I'm giving you energy
Okay,
records.
from
I'm
which-
not just
from
talking.
which sources?
Listen to me. Oh, my brother. You see, let's get serious.
Go ahead.
This is
Go
a
ahead,
big
go
platform.
ahead, go
This
ahead.
platform I respect is so
No,
much.
no. So
So
go
I
ahead.
speak with facts.
Come on, go
when I
ahead.
come
Go
here.
ahead. Go ahead.
I am saying between 2017, MPP came to power. 2024, by the time we exited, new generations that we added was 1,648 megawatts. So if you say we never added a single megawatt, you sit here and probably lie to Ghanaians. You should be apologizing to Ghanaians.
no, I can't
This
speak
man
to
should
that.
apologize to Ghanaians
No,
for
I
sitting
can't
here,
speak to
sitting
that.
on a
It's-
big
it's-
platform
it's
like 3FM 92.7
Not a
and
problem.
lying to the people.
And in
problem.
case me 107.1
Very well,
in
and
Taban.
lying to the people. He should do that. He should apologize.
No,
He's
I
a
can- I
lecturer.
can
He's a noble person. I don't think this guy shouldn't be doing this.
I can speak to
I
them.
mean, I respect him so much, so he shouldn't be doing it at all. You see, so when you say that a lie, I mean, the lie is
Which sources? We have added 1,000, then we should believe you. From which sources?
don't have a problem. Oh, don't worry. I will mention if you want me to mention even this.
Everyone you mentioned was what was done before.
Oh
the
no,
moment-
my brother.
Before we left.
So you see,
Everyone you
so you
mentioned.
get that. Now,
mention
now,
AXA.
for
You cannot
energy,
mention it.
For on energy, what triggered this argument or this conversation this morning was whether or not I have lights, which I honorable told you that yes, Doomsaw is still on because
Okay.
it goes on and comes still.
Right.
It is not still stable.
Okay.
They should say they are working on it. I may have to agree with them, but they should not say it has been solved because some turbines have actually been put
Okay.
on now.
Okay.
Now on
We have to move on.
very well. But
Yeah.
on energy, I just think that the minister has done the honorable thing by admitting that look, even ECG try and come with shadows.
Right.
By admitting that they are working on it and as it were.
Right.
And I think that's not an issue at all. But I think that once again, the fears Ghanaians had and didn't want to bring them, and they were able to convince Ghanaians with those propagandas and they brought them. Those fears are actually back again. But we pray and hope that they do it and solve it.
Now, the Bank of Ghana, the
Yes.
central bank, in 2025 recorded a net loss of 15.6 billion Ghana cedis. That's a departure from what, 60 billion that we
The
lost.
departure from 9 billion.
9
The losses
billion.
in 2024 was 9 point something.
Yeah, and
billion.
the
So it's
previous
15
year-
against, according to their record, 15 against it. It's even not 15. It's more than that, but I will tell you why it's more than that. Don't worry.
You tell me. What do you know?
You see, first of all, let me even begin by saying this. If I were the governor of the Bank of Ghana, I would resign this morning.
Oh, why?
Yes, Esiama should resign.
Open market
Yes, I'm
operations.
saying if I were Esiama,
16.7
because he didn't
billion.
believe in losses at the Bank of Ghana. He himself, who is an economist, never believed in losses. What did he say?
But you sacked him, oh.
Wait a minute. What did Esiama say? Forget about that. Let's get serious. What did Esiama say?
I'm serious. I'm saying you sacked him.
When losses were occasioned at the Bank of Ghana, and as an economist and as a realist, what did he say? He said it was endemical to the growth of the economy. He didn't believe in losses. That's Esiama's words.
Right.
Today, if you have occasional losses, and even on top of that, you didn't even go by the law, your own act, which says that by 31st March or so, your financial statement should be out. We are in May. That's when your financial statement is coming. It's an illegality. That's the second point why he should resign. Okay? Not him alone.
So you want him
My
to go.
brother, Isaac Adongo.
Right.
Well, no,
The-
see, let's have,
board
when you
member.
do this, you will not let me flow.
Oh,
I beg you,
relax.
No, but I've just started.
But you said
Why
that
are you asking question on
Adongo,
this?
and I said that Adongo is a board member. I'm providing
I'm
additional
coming-
information.
No, please. See, the listeners are listening.
But you don't have a
You
blank
ask-
check here.
No, okay,
Slow
go ahead.
down.
Now, fine.
Isaac Adongo, your brother, is a board member
So-
of Bank of Ghana.
And then at the same time, he's the chairman of what?
That's what I'm.
Who's the chairperson of the finance committee?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Very good. So I
supplying the
didn't even make a
information.
point yet. Let me make the point.
Kamal Dean
I'm coming.
Abdullah.
First point is that Esiama, if he believes in his principles,
Come on, if you want to be MP,
I am saying first.
you should slow down for
my
me. oh.
God.
You should slow down
You
for
don't want
me.
me to come here again or what?
Oh, come on.
Then what have I done? Let me flow. When you do this, it's not the best. You truncate my thoughts, and it's not the best. You see, I'm saying that.
Come on.
Okay. Let me listen to you. You are moderating.
You are my brother.
Okay, so what do you
Don't do that.
Okay.
If you do that,
Which one? What am I doing?
what you are doing is not good.
What did I do?
You go ahead.
I said if the Bank of Ghana, the governor of Bank of Ghana, believe in his principles and believe that if it occasion losses at BOG, it is actually a yardstick for one to say that it is inimical to the economy, then he should be resigning today. That's my first point. Second point, why did they not work with the law? Their own law, which says that by March ending, they should have their financial statement published. So if the financial statement is published after April and May, I think it's an illegality in the first place. And based on that, he should resign again. 2, my brother Isaac Adongo, MP for Bolgatanga Central, board member of what? Bank of Ghana, and at the same time, chairperson of the Finance Committee in Parliament, is on record to have said that when Bank of Ghana made losses post-COVID, when we had supply chains globally affected, when inflation everywhere, even UK of all manner of economies, had inflation recording high, every country. And then Bank of Ghana has a mandate to work. They occasion some losses then. You say that these people, when they are stealing, they steal in billions. He's on West to have said that. John Jinapo, Energy Minister, said we could not have made negative equity at Bank of Ghana. John Jinapo, Energy Minister. We sat here in this country, all these comments were made that any losses at the Bank of Ghana was thievery. Simple question today. Isaac Adongo, if you are listening, John Jinapo, if you are listening, all those who were on that tangent, is Bank of Ghana thieving today or stealing today for the losses they have occasioned? Wanda is sitting here telling me, I listened to him when I was coming, that despite the losses, but they have been able to keep inflation and then whatever. Perfect. Very good argument.
Let's start from there.
When after COVID, we're starting from there. When after COVID or post-COVID, in 2022, December 2022, our inflation hit around 54.1%. Inflation of Ghana hit 54.2%. Check in December, please. I beg you. Watch it. Under MPP, I don't have a problem. Okay, yeah. Now, if you are to go by Wanda's argument that the Bank of Ghana has a primary purpose and function to ensure that they work on the indicator of macroeconomics, like you have done, and that today it is good because despite the losses, they have worked on macro indicators. Yesterday, when it was 54%, the Bank of Ghana had equally a right to work on such macro indicators, economic indicators, to ensure that we at least look good or we actually get a better favorable condition of as an economy. So the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia had to do all they can, including the governor of Bank of Ghana then, to ensure that they absorb the shocks and then at least better the favorable condition for macroeconomy. That's how come they brought the inflation from 54.1% to 22-point-something% when you took over.
But who took over?
It's them, NDC.
Who shot it up?
I'm saying they.
To 54.
Who shot it up with reasons? We didn't just shoot it up.
Who shot it up?
Remember in 2017 when we came
Where did you pick it from?
We picked it from 15-point-something%.
And you shot it up to 54.
Wait a minute. No, see, don't be fast. No. Let me let you understand something. I am saying that we took it from 15-point-something%.
And you shot it to what?
And then in 2017, ask yourself, what was inflationary rate? In 2018, what was inflation? We hit single digit.
But what is the current inflationary rate?
That was pre-COVID. We hit single digit. The economy was on a better trajectory. By 2019, still we are on.
And what do you blame for it? COVID, Russia, Ukraine.
Of course, every single. Why today he is. I didn't listen to him. He said Russia and Israel and whatever is a factor, and it's still big. He said that.
And I'm saying that.
So I am saying that economy is a going concern. So don't sit here and want to say that you want to look good when your situation comes. Our point is that we have been faced with challenges. We stood up for the challenges and work hard. Today, where we are today, the president himself acknowledged that, but for the reserves that the MPP left for them, over 8-point-something billion, the economy would have been in charge.
Let's look at the historical perspective.
Yes.
From 2015.
Yes.
You can read for me.
Good. Look at it. Read. You display it. Read.
No, you can read for me.
You read it. Let's hear.
Let me speak loud.
No, it's Kamal's turn. It's not your
So
turn.
I am saying that look, these are all things we all know. But you see, the point is that because there's no much time on us, I am trying to say that losses we've all agreed today, which is from his point, that bank or central banks making losses in itself does not just say it is bad, just as they wanted to paint yesterday. Okay, I sat on other platform and I told you, go and take Bank of England. That's the central bank of UK. And look at the losses they occasioned after COVID. Immediately after COVID, to bring back their economy, they lost. The Bank of England lost about 80-point-something billion pounds. Immediately, 80-point-something billion pounds. Check it, Economic Intelligence Unit. And then the projection was that by 2023, they will even be losing 20 billion pounds every year. Because they needed to put stabilized microeconomy. That is how central banks work. Everybody knows it. But when you come to lie through your teeth and tell people that, MPP stole money, they did what? I do it as a Gadongo's example. But yet you want to come and sit here and say you didn't steal money? When even in fact, the gold that we left, you sold 18, whatever of it, to make money, and then you make profit as a result of the 9 billion. But for that profit, this loss would have been running to around 40 billion Ghana cedis. He knows it. And they sit here and they don't want to say the truth. But for me, Ghanaians are watching us, and Ghanaians are seeing the truth. Today, you can have clear macroeconomic indicators. But what is actually the reality on the ground?
I see.
What is the reality on the ground? The reality on the ground is that I am happy you are a chief in the north. And in the north, about 90% of us are into farming. Okay?
That's correct.
Seriously.
That's correct.
Then the reality is that your
rice,
farmer in
maize,
that your village,
yam,
that farmer in your village
is
struggling to sell his produce. It's a sad situation we find ourselves up north. And I feel it for them. The rice paddy they farmed to keep, they are struggling to get people to buy it. When somebody is sitting here spending so much money in the name of I want to bring inflation down.
No, come on.
That's what somebody is doing.
That's not true.
That's how wicked this government is to the people in the ground.
That's not true.
We sit here and light bail. How many times have they increased it?
But come on, you did plenty.
The reality is that people.
Come on, you did plenty for food and jobs. Hold on
yes,
for me.
So you can make the comparison. That is why Ghanaians said they were not happy they've taken MPP out. So what are you doing?
Is that your only answer?
You mentioned planting for food, mention whatever. Okay, Ghanaians said they didn't like it.
You did FSRP.
No problem. Ghanaians didn't do well. So they have come. They are the messiahs. They've done well. Well, the messiah is making that farmer in your village suffer. And you are quiet.
I'm not quiet. Who
that
said I'm quiet?
Who has farmed yam, who has farmed rice, who has farmed maize, and cannot get somebody to sell to, is struggling. And you hear saying that prices have slowed, have what? That's
so
not
inconsistent.
That's not what they want to hear.
But come on.
So this is a problem. They are scammers if I say they are scammers.
Come on. In my village, in my 41 villages,
yes,
right, I am able to go there now buy a bag of maize,
yes,
which used to sell 1,000 for 500 Ghana cedis.
You know what it takes? It takes purchasing power to buy. You don't have the purchasing power.
I have not invited.
You don't have the money. You don't have the money in your pocket to buy. Why? That is why the farmers are sitting there and they are not getting buyers.
But your inflation has dropped too.
Artificial inflation. It's very artificial. He knows it. If Bank of Ghana will tell you I have to spend money to keep inflation down, pressures down, what does that mean? It's very artificial.
Okay.
Absolutely artificial. He knows. So when we sit here and want to hide the truth and then say what suits us, that is up to you. But I'm saying that the reality on the ground is not what it is. You can have lower prices and you don't have people buy it, and that is bad.
Let me bring in Wanda Madilo.
Please bring the.
He has lifted a lot of allegations on you. What you promised is not what you are delivering.
That's not what I'm delivering. He has no job.
Okay. Now this is what you are looking for.
Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. I even need the other one. Can I go on the board?
You want to go on them? No, sit down. You can read.
Okay. So come on, look at this.
You want to do away for us?
Negative equity. I know.
You listen.
You go ahead. I have told you. I've explained this already. I don't know. I'm not running away from it.
See, in the history of this country, in the history of this, let's go to business now. In the history of this country, for our 60 whatever. Well, 61, 68, 69, 69 years in the history of this country. Even of all the lies during the Matimimu days of what Nkrumah has spent and the economy was crashing, we didn't see this kind of recklessness of the Bank of Ghana under any other government except the MPP government led by President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and our, overrated former vice president called
you cannot say
overrated. It's overrated because the results speaks for itself. I'm going to speak to the results here. He writes here. Look at this graph. In 2015, at least the Bank of Ghana was solvent by 1 billion. Under what exchange rate? If you want to even extend that time, the exchange rate was about 3.6.
That's right.
3.6.
Round it up to 4.
And by the time we're leaving 3.8 when we're leaving office. That was the exchange rate. In other words, if you put this in dollar terms, it would have been smaller. Right? Now go to 2016, you see 700.7 billion. That's 710 million.
Right.
Solvent. These people took over in 2017 for the first time in the history of our country. Bank of Ghana was running negative equity of 1 billion. 1 billion. The following year, 2017, another 2018, you saw that there's another negative equity of 710 million. Then in 2019, and then this is the lie we are told all the time. COVID is the reason why the economy went off.
But COVID hit everybody.
It hit everybody. At the time, Ghana was growing 0.4%. 0.4%. Cote d'Ivoire, our neighbor, was growing 5.6% growth. So they shouldn't tell us these stories. These are lies they keep saying. Even Togo was growing better. Nigeria was doing better. Nigeria was doing about 3 point something. We were doing negative. We were below 1. So nobody speaks to us and come and lie to us and tell us that they were doing better or they did ever better.
But COVID affected us.
It affected the whole world. It didn't affect only Ghana.
Yeah, but we felt the brunt.
When you say felt the brunt, what means? Did we shut down our companies here in this country?
Yeah, but people were being paid for not going to work.
For how long? How long?
Civil servants were home.
But I am saying,
come on, were civil servants all home?
Did that hit only Ghana? What did government of Ghana do? Cook food and go and share in Katamanto?
Okay, yeah, but that's money. Is that not money?
How much is that? How much is that? What are we talking about? How much is that? Did we not see the level of corruption that they have left behind? How much is that money? You could have been funded with some of those corrupt monies they have made.
Which corrupt money?
Let me make
which corrupt money?
A lot of them. National buffer stock is a critical example. You were talking about food right now. National buffer stock. How much is it? 49. So please, let's not go there.
I can appreciate your struggle.
Go to 2019.
It's not easy to defend though.
2019 was positive.
All right.
Was positive. 2020 was positive.
So acknowledge. Why are you pushing your brother away?
COVID started in 2020.
That's right.
Okay.
In November 2020.
Where is the impact? Where is the impact over there? But suddenly in 2022, we went to 60 billion loss. 60 billion. You think that's a joke?
Did you doesn't know what
how much
post-COVID?
No, hold on.
Come on. He doesn't even understand his analysis.
Hold on. You come.
What's post-COVID in 2022 for an event that happened in 2020? What are you talking about?
But there's always an aftermath.
Listen, this is a yearly report. This is a yearly report. It is not an over a period report.
I'm surprised.
So the things that happen in that particular year is what is captured.
But there's always an aftermath. Is there not?
Oh yes, there's always an aftermath.
So 2021 is an aftermath.
Is the aftermath only limited to Ghana? We told you in 2020 that these guys were printing money. You forgotten that the Bank of Ghana gave them a bailout of 20 billion. Printed money, 20 billion in their own books, and they could not even pay. Number two, one of the things that caused that trouble was the haircut. Bank of Ghana was making 14 billion in terms of revenue, in terms of their investment. When the haircut came, they gave them 50%. Government was only willing to cough out 7 billion to them, and that's what accounted for some of those losses. 60 billion, and you sit in the studio and talk about somebody who is making losses of 15.6, who has better economic record.
But you said that you were going to do better.
Of course, we are doing better. What's the inflation rate today? Your inflation rate when you left government was 26.9%, 26.6 or so, 23.9%. We have brought it to negative, to 3%. And you sit in the studio and you talk about this. It took you 8 years. We gave you inflation at 15 when we're leaving power.
But the conditions were not safe. Were the conditions safe?
What conditions are you talking about then? What conditions?
What are conditions safe?
What conditions? They say Russia, Ukraine.
Yes.
Has Russia, Ukraine stopped? Russia-Ukraine war, has it stopped?
But we couldn't bring in fertilizers.
No, has it stopped?
We couldn't.
So are we now bringing the fertilizers? Has the war stopped? No, tell me, has the war stopped? The Russia-Ukraine almighty reason for which the MPP collapsed this economy.
Are you then
Has that
downplaying?
stopped?
Are you then downplaying whatever it was that brought us on our knees?
I don't
literally?
have to even downplay. It's recklessness of the highest order to manage an economy that badly.
You cannot say
but
that.
the IMF told us. The IMF was said it that the economy was badly managed.
But the IMF,
And they went after the IMF. Even the rating agencies, SP said it, Fitch said it. Even the president of the republic at the time, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, went after the rating agencies and said we should even develop our own rating agencies. Rating agencies, not in Ghana. They don't have any business in Ghana. All they do is to monitor your indicators and tell you what it is. Even that one, they went after them. And these people are preaching to us today about governance, today about economy. Since when? 60 billion. Then the following year, 2023, they made a loss of what? Look at it, 10 billion. Cumulatively, from that time to 2025, we are in 96 billion. Now, 96 billion, deduct the 60 billion from that alone and see what mess they left behind. Then these people are now professing to us how to manage an economy. Okay, let's go to the figures. They told us that when they came to government, not that they told us, we know 15.6 or so 15.8 inflation rate. They took it to 54%, galloping inflation. We have lived in this country where you buy something in the morning, by afternoon when you go back, the price has changed. People have bought gallons of oil, the so-called Kufo gallon, about 1,200 Ghana cedis to buy that. Today, how much is it?
But I wonder, if people have done wrong, jail them. Prosecute them.
Jailing, you see, even in law, jail sentences, custodial sentences are not the only way to go. These days, people are preaching reform. That's where the gig is now.
But if you
modern days are preaching reform. No, what we need to do,
Mr. Mandela, if you believe that people have done wrong, whether you don't want to give them custodial sentences or whatever it is,
I'm not saying we don't want to.
Go and find them and let them come and do plea bargaining and deal with it.
There are a lot of things in court. Why didn't their former energy minister, education minister, Rani May, tell you that he's been going to report to the investigative bodies all this while? He hasn't made noise about it. Many of them haven't made noise about it. We appreciate that, at least for the sanctity of their own family and the public. But a lot of them are undergoing investigations, and at the right time they'll go to court. If they have to go to court, some of them you may investigate and realize that it's nothing after all. Others too are something. And those that are of very much urgency are already in court. The president has stated in his State of the Nation address, is in the budget line of what government is doing around corruption and all that. So indeed, it's a matter of time. I mean, crime has no time.
Let me bring in Kamal.
You want to bring him again? He can't speak to these figures.
Why?
It's embarrassing.
Why can he not?
No, he will not be able to speak to 60 billion. He speaks to 60 billion first.
Oh, slow down.
And he's today talking about 15 billion.
I thought he was your brother.
60. Oh, he's my very good brother. Even after here, we may drink Awusako together.
But these figures that Wanda is pushing down.
Interestingly,
what do you have to say?
Bottom line of this our conversation is that what are we supposed to do for the commoner, the hairdresser, the church driver, the church mate, okay, the seller of tomatoes on the ground, to feel that the economy is better?
I know you are a farmer.
That's
yourself.
the bottom line. Absolutely, I am.
Are you able to sell your stuff?
I've just told you what it is, and I told you to cross-check up enough. Kesmi, you can call Kesmi right now. Let Kesmi even do a random interview in town and tell you what actually is happening on the ground. That is the bottom line, and that is the basic economics that we have to do. And those were the arguments they advanced. And I told you what Adongo said. That's why no wonder Adongo had to cede the press conference to the Sanarago MP. What's his name?
Ataisa.
Chairperson of the finance committee had to cede it because he knows what he said earlier. Wait a minute, he knows what he said earlier. No wonder that he did that. I am saying that no wonder they had to cede it to a novice to come and say it, so that when he makes him, he said they will charge him. I will not say it. I'll call him a novice because he's a new person in parliament. That's the meaning
but
of
you are not there, so
he's a new person in parliament. I'm not saying.
But where you want to go?
No, it doesn't matter. When I go, call me a novice. It doesn't matter. It's a school. When I go, I'm a new person. No, that's it. Look, don't take me out of context.
No, I'm not.
He's a brother. As I call him a novice because he's just his first time.
He's new. Yeah, he's a first timer. He's a backbencher. Say backbencher.
No, he's even a member of finance committee. That's what. He's not that entirely a backbencher. He's doing well. I'm not looking at his personality, but I'm saying that the people who said things they didn't have to say were dodging, were running away from what they said, their own shadows. That's how come they couldn't come to present such a loss to us.
You think that Adongo is running away? Is running away from the detail?
You see, and when you listen to their press compressor, They gave example of Czech Republic in their own press conference. And then said that even Czech Republic, their central bank is running a negative equity.
Right.
He gave, I didn't say it. They gave example of the reserve in, what's the name? In the US.
US, yeah.
And they gave example of UK and other countries to justify their point why a loss of 15 point something billion, okay, has been occasioned. They justify that. And the simple principle question we have to ask is, since when did you know this? Since when did you know the central banks can then actually make losses? And since when did you know the central banks can come in to cushion the economy to get better, favorable macroeconomic indicators? Since when did they know it? That's how hypocritical they are. That's why I was saying it. So you see, bottom line, like I said, is the commoner feeling what actually is happening on the ground.
So
when they said inflation was down, and we said, okay, fine. Tell us what are the effects of inflation being down. The government statistician, Dr. Alassane,
right,
he said it means that prices, of course, of goods and services will not just go up, it will slow down in the course of going up. Now they want to teach us economics. That's good. Yesterday, when inflation was up, all they will tell us is that prices of goods were skyrocketing. When you go to this shop and come out, I listened to him this morning when I was coming in my car. Hey, this shop, the next time you enter, the price is going up. When you do those are the matters. And we gave you reasons. You see, I'm surprised Wanda will sit here, a very knowledgeable person like this, will sit here and make argument that when COVID happened in 2020, the effects will be felt then. No.
I didn't
there
say
are
it should be
rippling
felt
effects
there.
of
You
events.
made expenditures.
No,
that.
he was
Can I correct this?
He was
Can I-
drawing your attention to the comment you made.
No,
when
can
you told, when COVID strikes, what actually happens is that your pre-stance in terms of economy is what actually you may see there now, even helping to cushion you. Just like when Israel, US, happened.
US, Iran.
We didn't just see our prices of fuel dropping immediately. I mean, going up immediately because we had already a window that we're dealing with. But subsequently, the other windows that came saw the prices going up. So these are rippling effects of what happened at the event. So you don't say that COVID happened in 2020, and then when by 2022 we got 54%, then it means that COVID happened. It wasn't COVID. What kind of argument is this?
I think he has an intervention.
What
quickly.
kind of argument is this? For God's sake, he knows it. So I'm saying that every event counts, post events. Whatever happened, the shocks you have got hard, you have been able to buy fertilizer, you have not been able to do this. You see it in the other years. It's a year-on-year economic analysis that you are making.
Right.
So therefore, you should understand that year-on-year, the event that happened yesterday may affect the event that is yet to come. Because it is what is going to go dovetail into it. You should have known this. This is a clear fact. I'm surprised you sit here and you don't understand.
Can I?
Now, I said that
Let me
finally, I said that when inflation was 54.5%. Why? Did we just get up and then go and say that in 2022, it should, by 2024, it should come down to 22%?
But you told us that the alternative was scary.
We worked towards
You told us the alternative was scary.
Why? He?
No, you.
Yes, we told you. And you are feeling the doom so now. You are feeling your farmers not selling their produce. Summanually. You know the meaning of summanually in the bank?
I know.
Only debts.
I know.
Today they are crying, they can't sell. They have gone, they don't even know how. They were coming the rain season. They don't even know how to farm. Because the produce are sitting there. I'm saying that's what it is. That's what we said they were scared.
Sunrise on
They can't
3
handle this
FM,
economy.
the best in the
You
morning.
see, but finally, they keep saying they are the best managers. We are watching them. Formula 133, we still want to ask them when they will bring it in 24-hour economy. Okay? Today, nurses are still sitting home, no job. Teachers are still sitting home, they don't even have clearance. Finance minister and his education minister are at each other's throat. Education minister say, I want 60,000. We are giving him 7,000 people to recruit. If you say you are doing well, you have all the money, you have whatever. Where is the money? Get our teachers recruited. Yesterday, I listened to one of the bloggers who is now insulting teachers who was working for them.
On 3 FM, the best in
Kevin
the
Taylor
morning.
and co. are now making fun of teachers. The teachers, when they even go to funeral, they don't pay someone. Teachers, when they go to party, they even steal jollof rice and go.
Oh.
You didn't listen to the video. It's so appalling. It's here. I'm surprised. This is NDC for you. These are the
It's
people.
Kevin Taylor and NDC, man.
No, but I said they helped them to. He propagated for them. They were hailing him. They were hailing him. You understand? So I'm saying that today they are making mockery of teachers. They're making fun of teachers.
The trainers of the future.
Yes, just because they are asking for their pound of flesh. What is due them? People have finished school, they can't even get postings. They don't have no clearance. Go to most of institutions, they are seeking for clearance. Atuforcing is not forcing. He knows it. My brother Wanda is here looking for a job. They don't even get to a job.
See,
yes,
Wanda tell you he's employed.
I have to advocate for him. I know him.
Yeah,
he's my
self-employed.
He's my
Wanda
brother.
is self-employed
He
too.
needs a job.
Wanda, he's
People
jobless.
who are not better off are given jobs because of favoritism, and he's thinking he can get a job. They're lying. That's what is happening. So I am telling you that look, it affects everybody, including themselves. Everybody, including themselves, they are not happy.
Wanda,
they know.
They say you are jobless.
He's jobless.
No, he's talking about
it's sad.
Politically. Well, maybe it's a political job he's talking about, but I'm not jobless. I mean, for very early years of my life, I've been around the private,
That's
sector
right.
and all
That's
that.
right.
Too. But it's good. If I got an appointment, why not? I like it. If I don't, I don't.
But they won't give you.
Why wouldn't they give me? Are you
You
prophesying
are
that?
not closer to the corridors of power.
In one
They
breath,
won't mind you.
No, in one breath you say you are advocate for, in another breath you say I won't get it.
No, they don't want to.
Say you are not a Gonja.
Wish me well. Wish me well.
He said you are not a Gonja.
And I wish you well. I think he's somebody when he gets something, I can go to his office and say hi, and we can drink tea together. So at least, President Mahama, I beg you, help my brother.
He
For
said Awusa Koko.
No, Johnny.
Yes, sir.
Let's, this Bank of Ghana loss thing that we keep going on and on and on. Let's cool heads prevail on this matter, and let's analyze it. In economics, there's nothing for free, no free lunch. In one breath, we are told that, in COVID we spent. That's why things went the way they went. But we all know that in COVID, we raised an alarm that Bank of Ghana was printing money over the period.
I remember you raised that,
yes.
but was it listened to?
Sunrise
They didn't
on
listen
3
to us.
FM.
They went
the
on and on
best
and on
in the
and on.
morning.
And then at the end of the year, they made the losses that they made. To be honest with you, yes, it shouldn't have been an issue. Maybe because we spoke to the issue at the time. The losses were huge at the time. But you can still compare a 60 billion loss to
It's a 9 billion loss.
60 billion loss.
You're talking 60 billion. What are you talking about?
No.
Look at your figures.
No,
You know this.
I'm saying
Kunzo,
When was
bring
60
that
billion
back.
done?
no.
One was 6 billion done, and one was it's 15 billion against 9 billion. Look at it here.
No.
So why are you talking
I'm
about 60
saying that
billion?
in 2022.
If they have, yes, because of the post
And
I explained to you.
you are talking about impact, and I'm saying that if you made loss in 2022 of 2022 of 60 billion, it takes time to be taken off your book. It's like I run a business, and I do business today, and I've made losses of 20 million. My next year's profit will be swallowed.
That's right.
Because I have to
That's
go
right.
back and
The
offset.
impact will
Yes,
be
it's
on
a
the
loss.
business.
So
Then, brother,
all these things
then
we're saying-
ideally, if you say so, from 60 billion we came to 10 billion, and from 10 billion you came to 9 billion. Ideally,
Means
I would have
you
expected them to fall down
you
to 9
work.
billion, and
So
then
I will
make a
tell you,
better
no, so I will
argument.
tell you
But
why.
don't go and make 15
No, so
billion
listen.
and come and say you are better.
No, so it's good you brought
But are
this-
you taking us back now?
No, it's good you brought it. So now listen to this.
That's the point.
So listen to this. Listen to
Sunrise
this.
on 3 FM.
Part of the debt
best
component
in
of
the
the Bank
morning.
of Ghana is DDEP.
Right.
I've told you. Number two, when the revenue, when the
But the
forex-
government paid some of the money.
government is paying. You've forgotten that as soon as we took over power, we made
Yeah,
provision
but
for some
even
of those
Ken Oferiatta
payments.
paid some.
Oh, Ken Oferiatta's payment were all deferred.
Oh.
Those are the ones that deferred. We started paying for that in 2024.
The
2020.
some of the DDEP were paid under Ken
No,
Oferiatta.
the payment that was made was people who were not willing to take the new coupon rate.
Right.
I want my money now, so give
Right,
it to me. So they
right.
slash
The pensioners, etc.
Not maturity. It's not as if it has reached maturity and government
Right,
has to
right,
pay.
right.
Those maturities are now coming, and that's what we'll be paying for.
But how
Number
are
two,
you you explaining this? And Kamal makes a very important point.
I'm going
that
there.
look,
And I'm going there.
they dropped to
worry,
60%,
exactly.
and then in 2023 they went to 10.5.
Don't
They
worry.
came down to 9 billion.
I am going
Now you have
there.
gone to 15 billion.
So I'm going there. You
go
listen
there.
to what I'm
Go
saying.
there
so,
and watch
so, So the Bank of Ghana as an institution, as an institution holds something we call assets. What are assets? And these assets are denominated in dollars.
Right.
So for instance, Bank of Ghana, let's say Bank of Ghana headquarters is 100 million. 100 million in their time at the exchange rate of what was the exchange? 17. Let's say 17.
No, it was not
We left to
17.
14.
I'm
but
just saying, let's say.
we can't say 14. So you'll be fine. But that is reality.
We went as far
you
as
don't go up to 17 and come.
We went to 16.7. 16.7 and there.
So
that was Bank of Ghana declared. That was not what was on the market.
18 cities.
That was not what was on the market.
Because it's actually for 15 now. I can't say that.
At that time, so for that asset, if Bank of Ghana is recording it in their books, it will be that high.
Right.
Today, the dollar has dropped. So immediately that asset depreciates.
Right.
Whatever value they would have made on that depreciates because, and that's the price to pay for having the exchange rate very low.
Because if you get what he's saying. Your brother is still struggling. Look, the question is simple.
You don't need to interview.
I'm talking.
I allowed you.
Come on,
What has warranted from 9,000?
Come on, allow him space. We have to go for a quick break and we will swap and talk about press freedom.
PEC is very important to me.
The Bank of Ghana could have even declared excess if the exchange rate was kept the way they had kept it. Because that means that your dollar denominated asset, the dollar denominated asset would have gone up. Okay. And therefore, you have made gains. And if you offset it against your expenditure, you realize that you're in a very comfortable.
Let's take a break. When we return from this break, there's more.
Protect yourself.
Hour 10 here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. We're also live on Kesmi 107.1 in Tamale, my beloved Tamale. And it's always a pleasure to have my Dagbanites tuning to listen to me. Come on, press freedom. Are we progressing? Are we retrogressing? What do you have to say?
Thank you very much. But before I come to press freedom, let me also wish the BEC candidates nationwide.
Right.
Over 620,000 candidates were told that they're going to write.
Right.
Let me wish them well and also pray that it becomes an exam without, if you like, issues. Because we've always had stories in the past how malpractices and all that characterize such exam. I pray and hope that WAEC is going to do the needful by ensuring that nothing like that happens. And our candidates also going in there should come out with flying colors, especially in the district of Nanton. The Nanton district, I want to say good morning through Kesmi Radio. I want to say good morning to all the candidates who are there. Our center is in Tampion. That is where Tampion is going to be where the kids will be writing. And let me thank the parents for ensuring that at least education is given to the awards to this level. And we can only pray that they're better off. They go higher and higher.
I think you should speak to our Dagbanites in a language that we understand.
Mabehe mborne nzanchon kapuso kamza won kamwum de 3FM kalhawum de Kesmi Radio Tamale ne zungo dapselungo atandale 4th May mbalama katide shukur bihma banaji SS ma yanchante sabde be exams won kam yan sab zungo ma paanyo donyo to zo bihma za habete bihma za te suhur nawo nen dum nawo chaba yina ne ba shanga de jela nanton ya alami ti mallati sentama bila Tampion yan kabza yan lamta sabe the district education director, the district chief executive, the MP Honorable Mohammed Halik ombi lul kamza ambon yel mpuka papam ne son sim shamba za ne son ne la sabungo ma de sa de chang jen yela tete do won kamza ha yan sabzungo yan suhme ka puhi ka ne na won cha bayina ne ban suma
Impaga.
So like I said, I mean, simply to wait, what I said is that every single candidate this morning is wish well, and then we also pray and hope that our leaders, in this case my MP, our district chief executive, and also the district director of education, all of them who have actually worked hard to ensure that things are put in place for them for the kids to write. We wish them well, and we pray that the kids also come out with flying
and
colors.
also to our noble chiefs,
Of course. The champion learner where they are right in the center, he passed. And the champion learner, I'm sure by Friday they shall start the processes of his funeral.
Right.
I may be attending, obviously.
Right.
And I want to say good morning to the Bang learner of champion, who is actually the Bang learner. I want to say that the Bang learner is a regent, actually. I want to say good morning to him, and also say good morning to every single chief within the Nanton district, as it were. The Kono Lana, and of course the Nanton, everybody. I want to say hello to them.
Let's talk about press freedom.
Now, press freedom.
What do you know to be happening in the country?
Yes, you see, just at the weekend, I listened to a seasoned journalist, for that matter. Okay, one of your brothers, I think Samson Ladi, I can mention his name.
Samson Ladi,
I listened to him, and he lamented that look, the records are clear and are there to show that yes, indeed, there are repressive laws in this country, and those repressive laws that we do have in this country, okay, doesn't actually go a long way to ensure our freedom of speech. It doesn't go a long way to ensure freedom in our, if you like, these are my words, if you like, the freedom that we want to see in our media environment.
Right.
For them, using some of these laws serve as, measures that goes a long way to truncate or to curtail the freedoms that we enjoy. And under NDC, 1 year of NDC going to 2 years, those laws have been triggered more than any government. He was asking
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, he said it. What? Didn't you listen to Ayine? I didn't say it. It's clear. It's clear. Today Ayine is not whatever. I respect Samson so well.
So let's look at the detail. Let's look at the detail. In 2022, we dropped to 60th position in the world. That's a major drop. 2023, 62nd, worst in 18 years. 2024, 50th, recovery begins. And another was doing something about it. 2025, 52nd, slight drop. And then 2026, 39th, strong rebound. And this is the record.
That's the press freedom you're talking about? Yes. The press freedom today, we're talking about even TikTokers arrested.
For reckless commentary.
We're talking about Facebook. Just go and write the comment right now. You have been hunted down. Today, every single radio station, if you are not careful, you'll be gagged. Those are the matters. But you see, we can.
But must you be reckless because there's press freedom?
Not at all. With recourse to Article 162 of the Constitution of Ghana,
right,
which seemingly talks of press freedom. I want to say that, look, we haven't done bad.
Right.
Even when you look at these records, advanced countries, okay, Ghana was better than them. Some of them. Advanced countries. You understand? So it says that it wants to point to a fact that we are not doing bad and tidy.
Right.
But we can do better.
Right.
We can do better, like I said, so that we will not have journalists coming to cite repressive laws that we are using against each other. Okay, we will not have also well-meaning Ghanaians coming to say, look, we are gagging people or trying to censor the media, as it were. But nonetheless, Ghana, actually, the fourth Republican Constitution has presented with some, if you like, favorable conditions, and we are not doing bad at all. We should keep it up and then move on as a country. Some other countries, you cannot even.
Does the MPP feel threatened
by what
in terms of press freedom? Do you think that your communicators are being...
They have been doing it. They did to Baba Mando, my good brother, in Sinyani. And for then I thought it was really not too good. Okay? The likes of, if you like, Fanti Comedy, the like, name them. Yaira and Co, whatever. They have gone after them. But you see, That is the
Sunrise
fight.
on 3FM.
That is the spirit.
The best in the morning.
You can never get on a silver platter. But we have to rage on. We have to continue fighting. They said Westerns. I gave example of how my brother Basentali had to put a beer in his right hand, put a plate of pork in his left hand, and claim those were the meals for our own flag bearer, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia.
But he doesn't indulge in any of those.
He doesn't. But I'm saying those were the things. That's how reckless they were. They have done a couple of things, a lot of things, said a woman of things, ran people down without. Look, you asked me a simple question: why are you not taking people to prison and all those in jail? He said, "Oh, now the world has changed. There are some reforms put in place, and whatever.
Rule of law.
That's how they are." So today, these people, I tell you, the kind of things they did, and they had to get away with it. Today, they can't even stand a pinch of that.
Press freedom.
They can't.
Press freedom.
It's all boils down to fresh freedom. So I'm saying that if people are supposed to talk, yes, you have limitation, but you should not try to weaponize some laws to go after them needlessly. Some obnoxious, some archaic laws. When we talk of this publication thing was since even before independence, false publication, still sitting in our books.
But there was Kojo Nkrumah who spoke about misinformation, disinformation.
Yes, I am saying that, yes, that's what I said.
He doesn't talk about those anymore.
We should not, politicians should morally not weaponize some of these laws. Morally. If you really want us to move, we should morally not weaponize some of these laws. But it speaks not good about us. You understand? So my point is that it may be sitting there. Let's take steps to ensure that we either take it out, so that people will have that freedom.
All right.
Okay. So I mean, on press freedom, I would just say that yes, we are not doing too bad as a country, but of course, those in authority must also learn and understand that look, we are all one, no matter what, and then we have to ensure that sanity prevails within our media space.
Okay. Thank you, Wanda. Press freedom. Why are you tormenting your opposition? Why you are finding them? They can't speak in peace. What's going on?
They can't gag us, so they can never gag us.
Dr. Bawumia says intimidation will not win.
Yes.
That's not true.
Those are my words, actually, but it was used without my sorry to me.
No, I mean somehow, somewhere, it's only when the MPP is in power that they cry wolf all the time. They always maybe. You know the things we went through when we were in opposition. That's
what did you go through?
No, you remember the likes of what's the name? The energy minister.
I remember.
Their homes were raided.
I remember Kofi Adams, Bobby Ansa.
What is all this? When did they suddenly wake up?
In fact, I've been to court a couple of times.
Arrested as a Danko and all. You yourself, you were under attack for many periods. They had to walk out of TV3, program. They were not interested in coming and all. So it is red. What do they call that? Red herrings or what?
Red herring.
That's simply what they are doing.
Yeah, but you cannot rule out that completely.
No, in one breath, they say that it's a country of rule of law. We are making progress and all that. When you just showed in the press freedom, it was embarrassing. Our worst performance is better than the average. Our worst performance is better than the average. We've never gotten to 39 before. They, under their tenure, we saw 62, 60, and 50. Right? And then today they sit into the vote, and then when you point them to the record, they say, "Oh no."
But you have a president who's a member of the GJA.
And we do have a president who really understands better.
You should not be.
There are excesses to power. Like I would have to agree with that. For instance, when I saw that the national security guy from one of the regions, manhandling some guy they say is a financier, and all those were excesses of power. We always have some of those in the system where the police are audacious and just going after people because they have dissenting opinion. But that doesn't mean that it's sanctioned from the hierarchy of the party or government to suggest that government is after people who speak their mind. I mean, we have allowed people to speak their mind. That's why today even the vice president former vice president will go for a Christian convention program and be preaching politics. We wouldn't get to that level with them. And then when you point it to them, what the figures are, they say, they say, "Oh, hey. I'm talking. Come on, I'm talking." And then when you point out the records to them, when you point out the records to them, then they are like, "Oh, the NDC is hounding out opposition." Or which opposition? Who? Kamal, you've been saying all this. You've been in this video saying that
I'm
the
very
NDC is
responsible.
reckless.
You've
The
never-
NDC is
me.
irresponsible.
I've never been reckless.
The NDC is done. But nobody has.
You have you ever heard me?
No,
Me?
Kamal
never in my
is
life been
guided.
reckless.
And I'm not saying you are.
I'm not
reckless.
like you. I've been trained. I've been very well trained. I'm not like you. NDC.
Kamal is guided. You are two
I'm so
gentlemen that I hold in high esteem.
You know that.
Allow him.
No wonder.
Allow him.
I'm not like you.
Allow him. I'm saying that of all the things he says, nobody is going after them. We have had people who have gone ballistic. Some have gone mad to say some of the things they said.
Take your time.
But it is loss of mind.
I just told you I've been trained.
It's loss of
So you are
mind.
just
I said some have gone even mad.
I've been saying that.
I said some have gone even mad. This is
You are just
semantics.
exhibiting it for you.
Oh, I didn't say did I say anybody's a mad
Now he
person?
wants
No.
to go.
I said some people have gone mad.
Factor rationalization must stop.
But you
India-
are per second. You have nice words
no,
to use.
I'm
You are
a
true
trained
per second.
Christian gentleman.
Yeah, but you have nice words to use.
But I'm using a very nice
Say,
one.
man.
Okay, let me do this. So some people
I
have
just
gone-
told you I'm not like you. I told you. I just told you.
this is
Gentlemen,
very
Expose
against
himself.
Gentlemen, we have to
This is
wrap
very
up.
against anybody
Our
who-
time is up.
Well, expose himself.
I'll see you again next
Expose
Monday.
yourself.
I'll see you again next Monday. Kamal Dean Abdullahi, incoming MP for Nantong or National.
Oh, what again?
No, let me add or national position. Wanda Madilo, he's self-employed, but if he gets appointment, he too likes.
Oh, no. Look, just tell them if you want appointment, you want appointment. Don't go and tell them if you get a like.
don't want to-
They'll say you are okay.
You don't have
You are
to
not
want
okay,
it.
my brother.
You don't have to want
You
it.
have to get it.
You don't have to
Okay,
want it. You have to
gentlemen, thank you. It's now time for birthdays, and we'll wrap up.